Here's how we've secured your way to the inside track, so...
When you're talking about a place like this, there are some things you can not ignore.
If visiting Venice is in your future, you can rest easy knowing that
We've taken our real-life experiences and created content to inform and entertain. So please
give us a quick subscribe and please enjoy our do's, foods, and don'ts, Venice, Italy.
Do or do not. There is no try.
I'll have what she's having.
Whenever I'm about to do something, I think, would an idiot do that? And if they would, I do not do that thing.
Oh, I love it. Great stuff. Now, right here, do it. Do it.
He French fried when he shoot a pizza. French fried when you pizza, you're gonna have a bad time.
I love it!
Good morning from Venice.
Yes, the island or islands of Venice are very small and real estate is at a premium. So even a small amount of people can make this place look very busy. Sure, visiting anywhere during the off-season means you're probably going to run into some construction and the B team at some venues, but it's going to save you a lot of money alongside avoiding visiting during busy times like during their world-famous Carnival. Being that it is such a small city, it's an incredible place to explore freely without your maps. You can't really get lost, and if you do, you'll be found very quickly. The random paths, winding streets can be a bit disorienting, but that's all just part. Go over a handful of bridges, turn left, turn right, who knows where you're going to come out. And also, who knows what awesome things you'll randomly discover. But if you don't want to mess around and you've got somewhere to be really quickly, go ahead and use those Google Maps, but just be aware that, usually you can get away with it in other cities where you just go in that direction instead of taking the exact streets you want to on this way. You should probably stick to the exact streets. A lot of them end in a canal, some end in dead ends, so.
Good place. No one's around. Hello!
Hey, Pam. I really like your glasses. Could you just say these are two back Thursday?
No.
It isn't such a hidden treasure anymore, but visiting the Acqua Alto Libreria is a great thing to do while you're there. Many of the books here are kept inside of gondolas. Why is that? Because this area of the island tends to flood, so if it does, the books will be safe. Check out their gondola at the back of the store that you can go in and take pictures, as well as their staircase of books that you can walk up and down. Coolest bookstore I've ever been to. That's for sure. It's been raining today. I'm not sure if it's the flooding season. Is it weird that I kind of hope there was some water in there? It's kind of flooded.
Hey, Doc, we better back up. We don't have enough road to get up to 88.
Roads? Where we're going, we don't need roads.
That's right, Doc. It's mostly pathways, bridges, and boat rides on the canal to get around this city. Yep, bring that boat fare or some walking shoes because there are no motorized vehicles allowed on the island, and you can only access it by train or boat. Venice is made up of 118 islands that are connected by 400 bridges. That's why you come here. Do expect an amazing, unique experience.
No! God, please, no! 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 No!
Oh, I could feel the controversy in this one. The gondola rides are pretty special, but they're expensive. Now, the city of Venice has started to put in rules, as you see here, where the gondoliers themselves can't price gouge, which they've been known to do. If you're on a budget, it might be something you skip, but just know that they are expensive. Check the prices ahead before you travel and budget accordingly. All right, lots more do's and don'ts coming up after this. If you've enjoyed the content so far, please give us a like and a subscribe so we can continue to keep putting out content just like this from other cool places around the world. Thank you.
A little more zing and a little more pep. What if we did an even newer message that had even more zing and pep?
Now we're cooking. I like this.
I know it's my favorite part of these do's and don'ts videos, foods and don'ts, places to eat, places to avoid, and information about the local traditional cuisines.
It's gonna make a mess, look at that. How am I gonna get that in or around my mouth?
Cicchetti is probably the most famous dish when it comes to Venice. Il Ruffolo is a fantastic place to go for it. Great prices, centrally located. Look them up, check them out.
The prices you pay here are for this.
Some of the restaurants on the Grand Canal are fantastic for the views. One thing that is great to do on the Grand Canal near the Rialto is maybe enjoy a drink.
That'll do.
Or two. When you're looking to have a nice dinner, Due Fratelli is the place to be. Centrally located, I had the carbonara and the filet. Oh, so good. Not to mention the service there was amazing. Great job, guys.
Yeah, there's some big boys here.
It's a reality of being an island, and a lot of people and a lot of food around. It's going to attract some birds. That's Charlie. He's a local. He works here on weekends.
Charlie's back. Charlie gets around town. Works at this pizza place too, apparently.
Oh, and the pigeons are coming. You guys like lemons? don't think I like the lemons.
So be forewarned, do expect them to be in places you won't usually find birds, like inside the restaurant.
Charlie Folk. I see why he works there now. Love it. Okay.
Buongiorno.
Alright, sweet toothers, we didn't forget about you. Nino and Friends is a must visit. Man, they just pile it in your face the second you walk in the door. It's fantastic. Captain Candy has these giant barrels full of goodies and gummies. Fill up your bag, weigh it up, pay for your weight in candy. And, of course, you can't visit any city in Italy without having some gelato. Well, even with just those restaurants, you're figuring it's going to be pretty hard to fit that all into one day. So if you're planning a trip to Venice, make sure you stay for at least 3 days. If you only have 24 hours in the city, that's okay. Check out our channel and our one-stop travel shop because we have a video that crams as much into one day in Venice. No matter how long you're there, either way, start your day the Italian way. Get that espresso and a pastry for your traditional Italian breakfast.
Checking in?
Yeah.
Can I ask you a question? Do you know if the hotel's pager-friendly?
Don't try and get fancy.
Go ahead and hop onto Hotels.com and look up the boutique hotel Arcadia. It seems like every time I needed something, there were at least 2 people serving me. I don't know if that was also part of the off-season and the fact that there just weren't a lot of tourists around, but man, the service was the best I've ever had at a hotel or anywhere I've stayed. These guys were off the charts. Aside from that, you've got an incredible price, centrally located, about a 10-minute walk from the train station. Hotel Arcadia is the place to stay when you're in Venice.
Goodbye, super awesome room. That was the best ever.
For such a small island, Venice has so much to do. Make sure you plan ahead, make sure you have enough days to do it. Here's a few of the things I wasn't able to get to. Check them out. Right when you head out of the train station, you see it across the Grand Canal, head over there and check out the amazing Cenessa di San Simeone Piccolo. In the southeast corner of Venice, where the Grand Canal spills out into the lagoon, check out the Basilica Santa Maria della Sante. And the next one is a bit sad. Yeah, that's about as close as I got to a gondola. Again, budget appropriately. Known as the Sistine Chapel of Venice, check out the amazing pieces of art at the Scudo Grande di San Rocco. Lastly, don't miss the Doge's Palace, where you can get a sweet view on the way to the prison where Casanova was famously kept. Okay, time to finish strong and go rapid fire with Little B's Quick Threes. Be aware that when you're booking your train into Venice, which is pretty much the only way to get there, that you book it to Venezia Santa Lucia. Look for that S.L. That's going to get you to the train station on the island. There is another train station in Venice, but it is on the mainland.
Arrived. Venice.
Well, if you ever find yourself enjoying the sights of Venice from this angle, you know you've done something wrong. The only times you should be this close to the water are on a gondola or a vaporetto, aka a water taxi. If the authorities catch you in there, it's a fine of 500 euros. Up to you, I guess. And lastly, a day trip to Murano is going to round out a perfect visit to Venice. A 15-minute water taxi that's going to cost you 10 euros will take you to the island, where you'll find lots of quaint shops, and of course their world-famous glass-blowing shops, where if you book ahead you can get a demonstration. So have these do's and don'ts helped you feel more comfortable about traveling to Venice? Anything else you'd like to know, post it up in the comments below.
Thanks for watching. Come along and get excited about your next vacation destination. Check out our perfect day, do's and don'ts, walking tour, and daily vlogs to complete your tour of our one-stop travel shop
For Italy's most unique city, Venice.